Hello everybody, welcome. Good to see y'all. I hadn't been getting near the videos made I need to get made, but I've been getting a lot of stuff took care of. I've got almost everything knocked out, everything shipped out, so we're doing good. I've got several saws over here finished that are local. I got to call them fellas to have them come get them. Y'all have seen some of them you hadn't. I got openings to start taking some stuff in. So if you're wanting to get a saw ported, get at me, because I've got time now, because I got everything took care of. I'll be taking a few saws in, and then I'll stop it again till I get them done, send them out, and then I'll take more again. And that seems to make it easier for me to get everything done. I think I'm gonna start shipping them one at a time again. I'm trying to get it worked out where it's easier for me to get the stuff shipped in and out. That's the hard part. But if you want this all done, look down there in the description below, and there is an email address. Send me an email. There's a few people that's already sent me some emails. I'm going to try to get back to them. I've got a few other things left here to do, but I got to get some other parts to do it. So if you want to get something done, get at me. I'll probably get it done pretty quick, because I don't know how many I'm gonna take yet. I'll wait and see how many people message me, and I'll go from there. But what we're gonna do today is we have a pair of 2050 Jonsreds. Now, exactly what they are, I have no earthly idea. I don't know if somebody knows. There's some type of, I don't know. I think they're a Husqvarna build, but I may be wrong. But anyway, I got a buddy of mine that needs a saw. And these are some that, I think Old Timer gave me a bunch of stuff. And these are two that's in the back of my truck. And I got a buddy that needs a small saw for some limb trimming and stuff like that. So we're gonna see if we can delve into these two and see if we can make one of them run. I don't know whether we can or not, but we're gonna find out. So to start with, let's just put a little shot down in there. And if you ever wondered the easiest way to find out whether it's got fire and compression, that's one of them. Didn't sound the best, but it did fire up, so there's hopefulness there. Air filter falling off, because why wouldn't it? That air filter is made at an angle. That's weird, but whatever. That one fires. This one, the pull starter's a little sticky. Let's see if it'll smoke too. My gas bottle's peeing all over the place. Yep, that one runs too. I like the way this one sounds better. So you know what that means. We're gonna go with this one. Now, what are we going to do with it, Hopper? I don't know yet. I would like to tear it completely down, port it, and all that stuff, but it appears to be a clamshell. So we may not. I wonder what the fuel line looks like in this rascal. I found something else earlier. I have a 2040 J-Red also, and it strikingly resembles a 295 Husky. It is not the same, and I do know that, but it closely resembles one. the fuel line is tied up around that thing. Hey, the fuel line feels like it's good. Huh. Wonder what the odds the carburetor's good. Should we try it? Y'all want to do that? Yeah, let's do something silly. Let's just put some gas in it and see if it cranks up. What do you think? Place your bets now. Yes or no? I'm going to say no. I don't think it's going to. But, nevertheless, we're going to try it and find out. Because I'm just a rowdy fella like that sometimes. Should we try it with no choke or squirt? Let's squirt it. Because I don't like rope pulling. Look at that. Yeah, I think it might need a carburetor kit, but it runs on its own. So that's great. And of course, I need the 15 or the T25 Torx that I lost the other day while I was over there working. It fell off the end of my driver and I can't find it. Don't know where it went. But it do runs. It do runs. Now I got a feeling I'm fixing to kick myself in the butt for doing what I'm fixing to do. But yeah, I stuck my finger on the top of the exhaust. Or not the exhaust, but the top of the cylinder. It's warm. Let's see if we can get this off here. I'm gonna try not to make this video too awful long. I got that screw, that screw. And that screw. We're gonna pull this screw out. Pull this screw. Come on, screw. Come on. Come on, screw. Come on there. I do not know what this thing is close to as far as converting to something else. I don't have any idea. I don't know if there is something else it's close to. I know it shares a lot of its attributes with the Poulins, but there's also something different about it too, and I haven't put my finger on it yet. So I don't know what it is. I'm just trying to stretch the AV mounts enough that I can get the screw out of this thing. Get it back far enough I can get it out of there. I know y'all can't see a thing. Don't feel bad, or I can't see what I'm doing either. I can't see what I'm doing either, and something's got a hold of me, and I don't know what it is. Apparently there's a throttle cable that latches into that. The fuel line appears to be in really good shape on this thing. I'm not particularly fond of this fuel cap, but, you know, it does do something. It holds the fuel in. We're going to pour the fuel back out of it. Because if I don't, when I pull the carburetor off, it's just going to whiz it all out all over the place, and me, and, well, y'all know, I don't like being covered with gasoline. There we go. If anybody's worked on these a lot and you know what they kind of cross over to, let us know down there in the comments, because I really don't know. I mean, things kind of look familiar here and there, but some of it looks like steel, some of it looks like Husqvarna, and some of it looks like Echo. I forgot to turn the air hose on earlier. Well, the gasket came off. And I do not know who put these pieces of fuel line on here, but they left them way too long. That's better. It's a lot easier if you just cut them off flush, because then you can put your screwdriver in there and it'll just stay flush with the end of the screw. Let's go have a look, see what's in here, shall we? Move that out of the way. Hope everybody's having a good week, getting ready for the Christmas season. That's really not that bad. It really is not that bad. We'll freshen her up a little bit, maybe. This one here doesn't look that bad either, but it is a little bit deformed. So we'll just wash her out. Make sure there's no trash in it. Because it was running pretty decent. Screen could have been a little stopped up too. Because they grow algae and stuff in them when you leave them sit for a long time. And getting that throttle cable lit back in there may be a real treat. I'm going to shoot a little bit of Freon down in that throttle cable. It's not tight, but that stuff's really slick, and it really makes a difference on throttle cables. All right, let me get the stuff for the carburetor. Oh, I forgot. All right, a little black diaphragm goes on there first. The gasket goes on the cap, and set it on here. Put the screw back in. I don't know what we're going to call this video. It's going to be something like, what can we do with a cheap saw or something? We're going to do it quick too, because we don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it. Not at the moment anyway. We just want to get it running and see what happens. Alright, there's that. So we're going to change the diaphragm too. Hey, it feels good, but still yet we're going to put a new one in it. That looks okay. If you're wondering, my back's hurting. That's why I'm sitting a little goofy feeling. Everything's kind of pinched up today. But we're going to try to get her done anyway. We're going to clean this thing up. See what it looks like. I don't know. I thought about not filming all this, but I don't never know what somebody wants to see. A lot of times they want to see the things I don't film, and don't want to see the things I do film. But sometimes I just don't know. But nonetheless, we're going to try and get this taken care of. I need to take it out there and blow it out. Let me do that. All right, I went and cleaned it up. I went ahead and got the carburetor back on there. It is a pain in the butt to get on there, let me tell you. The throttle cable is kind of hard to get on there because it goes up through the back side of the throttle linkage and goes in the back side where you wouldn't think it went. Y'all hold on a second, Basco's calling me. All right, I got off the phone with Basco. I was looking at this thing. We got a muffler modded. Now, I hadn't cranked it or anything since we got the carburetor, so we're just gonna pretend that it runs. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend, okay? I'm gonna pull this here muffler cover off. We're gonna have a look at it. I don't even know nothing about this muffler. Looks like it's got a hole in it. The piston looks pretty good. It does have a little bit of a scratch on it. But everything looks all right. It does have a little bit of a scratch on it, but it ain't bad. I don't know why that is in there like that. I guess because that's how they wanted it, I reckon. I'm looking at how I'm going to mod this muffler. This front cover it ain't hitting on much. But it is bent in a little bit. I guess I could put a... Oh, there's where the bolts go. I see now, said the blind man. Thought one of the bolts looked a little longer than the other. Because it is. You can change the bolts right there. Get another eyeballing on that thing. Come on. Got a finger's width. Should we just put a pipe in it? Maybe we should. I mean, I could drill this hole out bigger and just leave the front cover on it, but what fun would that be? You're right, absolutely none. Let's do it. I'm glad y'all talked me into it, because I was seriously considering saving my efforts. But we're gonna get after it, I reckon. I want it about right there. So be careful. You can get hurt doing this. Yeah, just be careful. Oh, I mean, don't try this at home. That's what I meant. Yeah, that was the one. I'm an idiot. Don't do what you see me doing. Okay, let me find a piece of pipe. We put a hole in the muffler. All right. With lots of beating, banging, and grinding, I got it in there. Now it's not finished. I got to take it back here and weld it. I'm not going to silver solder this one or anything. I'm just going to hit it with the welder, weld it in there, because, well, that'll be good enough. So we just want it to stay in there. That's the main thing. I'm going to take it back there and hit it. Then I'm going to grind it a little bit flush. I'm going to cut this front cover a little bit where it'll cover that hole up and still be on there. So let me go do that. All right. She fits on there. And we're going to stick it back on here and we'll try to fire it up. See if it'll run on gas now. Hopefully this'll be what we needed. I would like to port it, but like I said, having the thing be a clamshell, we're not going to do it right now because it takes a bit longer to do those. Put that on there. Put that on there. We're almost ready to see if she'll make some smoke. Let me get cinched up and I'll bring you back. All right. At this point, I'd like to say something clever like, I didn't bring anything out here with me because I know it's going to run. Well, I didn't bring anything out here, but I don't know if it'll run or not. I'm going to pretend like it's good to go. We're going to find out. How's that sound? We'll get to see what it sounds like. Maybe. Oh, it hit. It's worse now than it was. Oh, mercy. Well, I can kind of see in there to the intake. Looks like it's in there. Oh, mercy. Well, you know how it goes. Well, at least you got to hear what it sounded like with the muffler mod. Let's go have a look. All right. Well, I've checked it out a little bit. I hadn't filmed it. I pulled the intake off and changed the impulse rubber and made sure the intake was good. I just fired it up and it still does the exact same thing. I have no idea what it is. I may pull the carburetor off that one, go through it, and swap the carburetors out. Because it just acts like it ain't getting no fuel, but it don't act like it has air leak. So, well, I'm about out of time for the day, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot this video up. We get her going. Maybe we'll figure something out. All right. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. If I don't see you again before then, y'all be kind. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. Bellhopper out.